Hey, good morning, money making coaches. Welcome to Monday morning, and we're getting back into the swing of things after being away, and we are having our Monday morning lives. I'll send out reminders for you. So, what are we talking about today? Big topic, huge topic. So get your notebook ready. This is specifically for you if you have been, or you currently are in private practice. This is for you if you've been in private practice, if you are in private practice and you're thinking, oh my God, how am I going to make my coaching business work in private practice? Or how do I transition? How do I go from like charging people via insurance now to, oh my God, I'm charging you thousands of dollars for a package. That's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. We're going to go through the pathway. I'm going to keep it so simple today, and then we can go a little bit deeper. Okay, so it starts like this. Oh, by the way, I'm Mary McNell. In case you're new to me, clinical social worker. I was like an inner city social worker, and now, oh my God, I have a global coaching business. Why am I telling you this? Because I understand everything that goes on in the mental health and wellness industries as far as our institutionalized thinking about things. And it was a shift for me when I went into coaching, and especially in private practice. Although I did every kind of job in social work, I also had a private practice. So I want to share with you this concept that I want to make it very, very simple for you. Because I bet you some of you are working full-time, maybe in your own private practice. Let's just say I'm going to give you these different layers, okay? So that you can really see how simple this can be and that you don't have to stress out about it. So if this is a great topic for you, let me see a little love. And if you're watching the replay, give me a little thumbs up and tell me where you're watching from. Okay. So let's start you out with, you have a private practice and you're taking insurance. A couple things about that. Number one is, I know that you took a while trying to get on all those panels and trying to, be excited about like, oh my God, I'm on all these insurance. I can take all these people now. Yay. And then what you probably found out pretty quickly, or maybe not so quickly, is that it actually takes quite a bit to handle that administratively also, right? So it's the nuance of dealing with it administratively. Maybe you're doing it yourself. Maybe you hired somebody to actually assist you in the management of billing. And so one of the things I always want all my clients to look at is being in reality about their numbers. So you might have, let's say 25 clients a week, and you might be billing out $125, $150 an hour. And you might be getting, they have their copay and that kind of thing. I want you to start looking at, though, how much is it actually costing you administratively to manage the billing cycle? Actually, what's the true return? I want to encourage you to be a woman who is in charge of your finances. I want you to really be a woman who looks at the math of business. I really want you to be a woman who has her business hat on as the CEO of her own company. And that means you have to be in reality about how much things are really costing you. So back to the insurance piece, right? It might look all pretty, but how many people do you really need to see? And what's the real take home? What are you really putting in your pocket? And if you wanted to charge, let's say $150 an hour, are you really making that? Like, are you only getting maybe $101 an hour or something like that? So look at the math. So if, let's just say you're really only making $101 an hour, but it takes you 10 minutes per person, or, you have to do follow-up, or you have to hire out an admin for it. Like, how much does this deduct? So maybe you're down to like $80 an hour now, ish. In most worlds, and even in this world, $80 an hour, anything more than really $60 or $70 an hour, that's good money. Let's I don't want to say at all that that's not great money. The truth is, though, in coaching, and part of the reason I love my coaching business is I can make as much money as I'm willing to charge. Now did you hear what I said? As much money as I'm willing to charge. I don't look at this as I make as much money as people are willing to pay. No, my friend, no, get this so clearly. I make as much money as I'm willing to charge. And as I expand and grow, and as I work with my clients and they expand and grow, my rate goes up and up and up. Thank you for the hearts. Up and up. Why? Because it's so much easier for me to say, oh, it's this X number of dollars for a package, because I understand what my value is bringing to the table. I understand the return that you as a client is going to get. In the therapy world and in the insurance world, we are so institutionalized, like it's this 1 hour exchange for $100 or whatever your number is. In coaching, and when we teach about package, and this is what I want to teach you, is that it's a different mindset on the lifetime return. My clients, when they work with me, whether they're my life coaching clients or my business coaching clients, and remember, I actually have I have multiple revenue streams, but there's 3 very concrete things that I do. Life coaching, the regret-proof life coach, business coaching and consulting for mental health and wellness professionals who want to have a coaching business. I also do corporate workshops and executive coaching. These are our opportunities. Back to paying by insurance. The very first step with a lot of you, okay? Let's say you're billing currently. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Number 1 is to help you expand your thinking, get off the insurance panels and start taking cash pay. I've done this with several clients, and at first it's a freak out moment, like, oh my God. And then you start realizing, oh, I can up my rate a little bit, even per hour, and I can start making money. This is, again, before we're even looking at coaching. So you could get off panels, start charging per hour cash. That's the first step for some of you. Or an alternative would be, from now on, every client that comes in, this is a coaching client. So that way, eventually your current and I use patients only for point of differentiation, or your therapy clients. I'll call them therapy. Your therapy clients, after they phase out, right? Now you've been generating this coaching cash income. Okay. So again, either get off the panels, start taking cash with the very next person, the very next therapy client, or your very next, your first coaching client, and just allow your current therapy client population to, as they phase out of their insurance pay, now you've built this cash-based business. So that's one of the things, right? That's a couple nuances there. That was 2 or 3 little examples for you. So the reality is the question becomes, how do I take on coaching clients and have them pay me cash when I have these therapy clients who are insurance? So the question then becomes, what's your niche, right? So of course, this is not what I'm saying. If your current therapy clients and you want your coaching clients and they're the same population, you can't do that. I mean, I know you could do that, but ethically, I feel like that's completely wrong. To, all new clients coming in, it's just they are being charged a certain amount, under the guise of, this, you're really a therapy client. No, that doesn't sound right. That's not right. However, there's nothing wrong with saying that you are changing your helping model. Okay? You are changing your helping model. And so now new clients coming in are actually coaching clients, even if they are the same population as your current therapy clients. There's nothing wrong with letting people know that you are changing your helping model. So for you have to decide, why do you want to become a coach? What are some of the benefits to you as the business owner? And then what are some of the benefits for your clients? This is what we're going to talk about next week. I'll go into detail on what are some of the benefits for the business, for your opportunities, for your clients, and how is, in my belief, and it's not that therapy doesn't have a place. So please don't email me like, people still need therapy. I'm not debating this. However, I am also saying that I'm a believer in this. Not everybody needs therapy, but everyone can use coaching. Let me say that again. Not everyone needs therapy. I believe everyone needs coaching. And when I say everyone, I mean people who want to grow and expand and shift. Look, the truth is, like, get this. Olympic athletes, they have a coach. Every sport has a coach. Like all those executives, all those like high CEOs, they have coaches. There are so many people who have coaches. Maybe not forever. I have a coach. She my clients love their coaching because I support their radical growth. So I believe so strongly that everyone can use coaching. Not everybody needs therapy. And to me, one of the benefits, and I'll go into this again another time in detail, one of the key benefits for you having a coaching business. Thank you. Yes, completely agree. Explaining. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kathleen. The response has been very positive. Yeah, it's a different, changing your helping model from therapy to coaching. See, when you love coaching, and you will love it if you've experienced it. So those of you who have not ever hired a coach or not been in a coaching program, whether it's mine or someone else's, like, you have to experience this as a model because it's freaking rad. What was I saying? Because she got me thinking about, how cool it is to be able to just say, I've changed my model. So your goal for the next week until next week when we talk, where I will go in, actually I'll do a video and I'll post it on my blog and I'll share it with you. I'll post it on my YouTube channel about 5 key benefits. But let me just plant this seed. I know with all my heart that if you're watching this or you're in the mental health and wellness industry, it's because you care about people. I totally dig that. I believe this. Having a coaching business allows you to have a greater impact globally than you may ever have as a therapist being regulated by your state. Regulated meaning, of course, you can't practice outside your state line with your license. As much as I was a helper as a inner city social worker or having my own private practice or working at Johns Hopkins or doing home health, like all of these things I've done, of course, I loved helping my patients. The difference today is I have a global business. I have clients literally all over the world. And when I help them, and they're all practitioners of some sort, becoming coaches, when I help them, I have a greater ripple effect. And it would be the same with you. And also I have such huge flexibility. And when you're in charge of your own business and your own income, and you're not waiting for insurance or at the mercy, if you will, of insurance, you're at the mercy of something else. I don't want to be at the mercy of anything but me and the work that I do. I believe strongly that you have the opportunity of a lifetime with this coaching business. And I want to help you every freaking inch of the way because I totally love it. I love it. I love it. Many of you know, I took off an entire week. I just spontaneously took the red eye to fly from Oregon to Baltimore recently with my mother. And the month isn't even half over, and I was over $20,000 in business. I'm not saying that that's going to be you right away. I've been doing this for a while. I've been planting a lot of seeds. But the possibility, I never would have made $20,000 as a clinical social worker. Never. It's not all about the money, but money buys you freedom, and we'll talk about that another day too. So share what you thought about this. If you're in private practice, what's your thoughts about transitioning people into a cash pay? New people coming in, I've changed my helping approach. I do coaching now. This is my rate. Or at the very least, as therapy clients come in, you say, I don't take insurance anymore, so that you can get into the mindset and the awareness of what it's like to actually run your business this way. And we have plenty more to come. My private practice clients who have transitioned into coaching, their freedom. They love having freedom, and they're charging more than they ever would have with their therapy. Right? All right. This is Mary Bicknell. You could go right over to my website. I'll be adding a couple new videos over keep posted. Constantly, I am, a couple times a week, adding some new training videos for you and updating my YouTube channel. And if you want some more support, put a comment below, no matter where you're watching this, and I promise I will answer your question. Talk to you later.